Hi, I'm Sarah and I head up communications and engagement for the Roaring Girls.
I'm Shaunagh and I'm the producer for the Roaring Girls.
I'm Lizi, I'm co-founder and co-artistic director.
Hi, I'm Rachael and I'm one of the co-founders and co-artistic directors of the Roaring Girls. I talk to venues, I talk to audience members, I come up with new show ideas, I do a bit of everything really.
I do a lot of the strategy, so the logistical planning, budgeting, finance and that kind of thing.
My role is shared oversight and implementation of our artistic vision and the projects that we choose as a company. I also work on the engagement side of things and I run our website.
The Roaring Girls started when Lizi and we always say that we were kind of forced to work with each other, and it's a little bit true, but we did our first show together in 2014 and it just worked so well that we went, yeah, let's keep doing this.
Rachael and I started the Roaring Girls based off of the experience of working together and finding that actually as a creative partnership it really worked. We really had something. We both had things to say and the way that we worked together and bounced ideas off of each other seemed to create something that was really special and really unique. And so the idea of starting it as a company and growing and making more shows together felt like a really exciting way of solidifying that partnership but also being able to reach more audiences.
So I joined the Roaring Girls when me, Rachael and Lizi, the three fat ones in the company, got stuck in the back of a Ford Fiesta. We had our boobs up to our chins and we had seatbelt socket imprints into our bum, and we decided that we needed to make a show about body image and how we'd never laughed so much about our own bodies really. We made Beachbody Ready, and later on Rachael and Lizi asked me to join the company officially. So now I am an official Roaring Girl.
So I joined the Roaring Girls after seeing Broken Little Robots, seeing the impact that had on the audience and also the impact it had on me. I thought was really special, and I wanted to help them tell their stories. So I like theatre and I work in theatre because of the shared experience.
It only could have happened that one time.
Because it is live, it's an opportunity for sort of anything to happen and you can get the audience's reaction immediately.
Theatre is magic. It's a way to bring people together in a really special way, and especially in the theatre that we do, we create these communities in our audiences.
It's definitely about sharing and kind of being together in the same space, in the same story.
I think especially with our work, because it's semi-improvised and is very conversational and reacts to the audience, you get those moments that could never have happened of any other group of people at any other time, and I love that experiential quality about theatre.
And I don't think there's really a bigger thrill than walking out on stage and hearing people shout or scream. It's just lovely to hear that reaction immediately, I think. So my favourite moment of the Roaring Girls, I think, was when we started meeting artists to put together our zine. So along with one of our shows, Beachbody Ready, we have a companion zine that's full of other women's stories and blogs and illustrations and poems, and we got to meet some really amazing people. And I think that was a moment where I really realised the impact that this show would have on other people.
My favourite thing with the Roaring Girls is less of one moment, more of a string of moments of the growth of the presence of confetti and confetti cannons in our shows. The first piece of work that we made had a fairly anticlimactic party popper in it, and then in our first studio show we were using handheld party cannons, and even just in our most recent work with Beachbody Ready, ripping up paper and throwing it as sort of homemade confetti. So I love the idea that we're creating a mess in every show that we make.
My favourite moment was our first ever show. It was before we were even called the Roaring Girls, and Lizi and I worked together and we didn't know how people were going to take it, we didn't know whether people would like it or anything, and we finished the show and people loved it. That show went to London, it went to Switzerland, like it's been all over the place, and it's a really special show to me.
So my favourite moment of the Roaring Girls was the first time Beachbody Ready was put in front of an audience, seeing the reactions that the audiences had and hearing people share their stories with us. It was really special, and that's when I knew that we had something really great in our hands.
You should come and see a Roaring Girl show because we feed you. There's always biscuits, there's confetti in some form, and basically we've been described as live, loud, fun, tough.
Fun, we're loud, we are always a good laugh.
It's different, it's not your normal night at the theatre, we don't do things traditionally.
I think the thing that the Roaring Girls does that you don't get anywhere else is that real human connection. It's a real privilege to watch the shows that I've helped to create speak to audiences, and I think that the human connection and the personal stories really bring those people in that room together, but also people leave really invigorated and talking and reassessing their own actions. And I think that really personal connection that's connected to a broader social impact is a really key thing that we do, and I think that's a really exciting thing to experience as an audience member.
With the Roaring Girls, you never know what you're going to get, and that's part of the fun. In a Yorkshire, we took the